What up, everybody? It's 313 J-Mo. If I sound nasally like this, man, I've been putting off this video for a while just because I'm having sinus problems, and it's messing up my nose and stuff. And I've been putting off the video because I don't like the way that I sound on this, but I'm gonna just have to put the video out for y'all. My bad, man. I'm gonna still put the work in, and do what I do. OTAs have started, people made videos about this, but let's go. I'm gonna give you my take on this and some of the interviews and I got something else at the end for y'all. So let's start with some highlights. Ragnar moved to center. TJ Hawkinson out there destroying people, catching multiple touchdowns, multiple great catches. Jesse James looking good too. Tease Tabor, got a couple picks. One of them from Stafford, one of them off Tom Savage. Jelani Tavai looking smooth, looking natural. Had a couple interceptions. Looking like how I said he was a perfect system fit, and I definitely love his responses to a lot of things in those interviews. But Jelani Tavai, it's just a smooth transition. Ragnar moving to center is the greatest news I've heard all year, all off season, because we really struggling at center. Once he gets there and shores up the line, and they said he's looking like a natural at center. Once he get there and shores up that center position and brings balance to the offensive line, it's gonna be so great for us. I'm very, very impressed with Tease Tabor. I said, I'm not trying to write him off yet. I still want to give him another season just because I think it's too soon to write off a young player that's switching defenses. And Bob Quinn still believes in him, and if Bob Quinn still believes in him, I'm gonna believe in him. And I don't think it's because of bias. I think he still thinks Tease Tabor has a lot of potential. So, Pro Football Focus said Ragnar will end up being the best center in the league. The tight ends have been used heavily. It was this one play where they had all tight ends just attack, and I think they end up scoring. Danny Amendola and Stafford seem to be developing a connection. Something to watch. He could be a security blanket along with Jesse James or TJ Hawkinson, depending on the specific play. And I just feel like everybody has a role, and if that's Danny Amendola's role on this football team, more power to you. A lot of the main starters haven't been participating in like the drills or OTAs. Your Trey Flowers, Kenny Galladay, Marvin Jones, guys like that. Deshaun Hand and Ashawn Robinson are taking first team reps as a defensive tackle. Agnew, Tease Tabor, Rashawn Melvin are taking first team reps at both of the outside corner spots and the nickel corner spot. It's a cam battle going on for the punt returner spot. Danny Amendola, Brandon Powell, Tommy Lee Lewis, Tom Kennedy, Jamal Agnew. Of course, we all think Jamal Agnew is going to win that spot. I'm very confident in him winning that spot. I don't have any problems with that. It's good for the competition. And if he didn't win the spot, it would be surprising. But one person you don't see on that list is Ty Johnson. So that's another thing to watch. That maybe they want to use him somewhere else, or he's just not in that battle. Okay, now we gonna start with Jelani Tavai. First thing I gotta say is you can sense that leader aura on this guy. And I love that Bob Quinn brings in these blue-collar, put your head down, work hard, not cocky, not arrogant type guys. You add his leadership along with the leadership that Jared Davis already has, because Jared Davis is a pure leader. It's only going to make everything better for us. All he's concerned with now is learning the playbook, getting to know his teammates, things like that, and just keeping his head down and handling his business. They asked him about what do you think that people didn't like that you were the second pick. He said, there's this saying, the lions don't concern themselves with the opinions of goats. We all know he meant opinions of sheep. But that just lets you know the type of guy that he is. He ain't worried about nobody. And the last thing he's doing is paying attention to the media. He's very, very humble kid. Said he's just a puzzle piece in this whole thing. All right, now we're going to move on to Matt Patricia. Matt Patricia was just talking about the OTAs and the general stance. What he said was it allows for them to work on their execution, work on the team chemistry, work on the communication, and it allows them to get their foot in the door when it comes to learning that offense and keeping the same continuity with the defense. They asked him about Grant Glasgow and Frank Ragnow. Obviously, he loves versatility. They try and Ragnow there, but what he said when he said this, it made me realize that he really likes Glasgow at guard. He said, "You don't really know, but Glasgow has short range quickness, short space quickness. He has very, very long arms. So for a guard, that's really good for a guard. So you can tell that they like him at guard." Of course, they asked him about what about the locker room issues y'all had last year. The media, man, we can't stand these guys. He's like, I ain't worried about none of that. This is about this off season. This is about the fact that I came in here very focused. I came here with time to get everything set, everything balanced, everything focused for this upcoming season. I got all my guys, and I'm ready to start the beginnings of this new offense. The media is always trying to find a hot take, always trying to put dissension out in the air, and it's starting to reach, a lot of the fan base, which is something we're gonna talk about later. But let's move on to the Matthew Stafford interview, or should I say the Matthew Stafford beratement about his wife, the Matthew Stafford document, and 20 PowerPoint page paper on his wife, because that's all they asked about. I couldn't get no information. If I sound upset, I couldn't get no information about the actual football season because they kept asking about his wife. Now, all prayers to Kelly Stafford and her recovery. That is nothing to play with. That's way more serious than anything in football. Y'all know about my video, a couple months back, that brain surgery stuff hits me hard personally, but come on, man. Like, the first thing he said is, I'm not about to talk about my wife, and then they just kept asking this guy. I cannot stand the media. They asked him about Darrell Bevel offense, and I think he was annoyed, so he just gave them a generic, gotta learn a new language. Just a generic Stafford answer. I just couldn't get no information. So, we can move on from that because I couldn't get no information. Because of the media, Frank Ragnow, he said he's much more comfortable being a center because that's what he's used to. He definitely admitted that he struggled at guard. He did struggle at guard. It's something that he wasn't used to, so he definitely is much more comfortable. He said, like, directing the line, giving out the call, and just being the leader in the center of that line. And I feel like it's going to work out the best for the team. I think Ragnar's going to have a great year at center. All right. Now we got to do this again. It seemed like, Lions fans are getting stupider by the day. I'm only going to spend 10-15 seconds on this because I don't waste my time on stupidity. I could care less about Darius Slay and Snack Harrison missing some damn OTAs. I don't care. It does not matter. Moving on. All right. Now, Lions fans, like I said, man, they get stupider by the day. Apparently, I'm not on Facebook because I know the Lions fans on there are smoking crack. I urge you, if you're in any of those Facebook groups, just leave because it's nothing but hate. It's nothing but pessimism. Shout out to Pride Time B. Make sure you go subscribe. Make sure you go check out his last 2 videos. They're very, very good. He's talking about Stafford, and apparently the Stafford hate is flaring up again. So since the hate is flaring up again, let me once again lay out some facts for y'all right here. Matthew Stafford has never had a top 5 offensive line. Matthew Stafford has never had a good coach. Matthew Stafford has never had a consistently good defense. Matthew Stafford has never had a running game. When you look at that, no running game, no coach, no offensive line, no defense, but you want to blame him. I know he's the best player on the team. He's getting paid the most money. Why is he getting paid so much money? He getting paid so much money because this franchise is so deplorable. Without him, we're literally nothing. As my boy Primetime B said in his video, did y'all forget what the Lions was or were before Stafford? Did y'all forget that we hadn't made the playoffs in 20 freaking years until Stafford came? I'm just so sick of you Lions fans, man. And that's why I keep saying I hope Stafford leaves and win the Super Bowl so I can laugh at all of you idiots, because the corporation, the organization has been fatally flawed. Rest in peace to Mr. Ford, but he had a lot to do with that, and Mrs. Ford is trying to correct that. And a lot of people just can't see it. They can't see the light. They just constantly hating, angry. When in reality, so many fan bases would love and would kill. They probably would kill somebody for real for Matthew Stafford. You know, when I watch some of these other channels talk about Stafford and how great he is, I'm just like, I wish my own fan base knew. They don't know, because they don't know what it's like not to have a quarterback. My fault. They forgot what it's like not to have a quarterback. Joey Harrington, John Kitna, no playoffs appearances in 20 years. Get it through y'all's thick skulls, man. I don't know what else to say. I don't know what else to say to you Lions fans. I'm going to just end the video here because I'm going to start ranting, and I'm not even in the mood for that today. Happy Memorial Day to everybody out there. Hope you have a great day. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. It's 313 J-Mo.